Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. 12-inch by 24-inch canvas. And some medium black paint I've put on the edges. And some puddles near the same edges. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I keep thinking keyhole swipe. So we'll see how that works. I'd like to do some kind of random stuff, but that's not always easy. That's white metallic. Quite a bit of it actually. And I might put some black metallic in there too. This is Decor Art Americana 24 karat gold. I want to do random, and I keep I spread things out pretty evenly no matter what. This I haven't shaken for a while. Not even sure why I'm going to use that. I was thinking about using cell activator. So I'm going to put Whispering Wisteria if I can get it open quickly enough, which I can't. I was planning on actually using Rhapsody Rose, but the Whispering Wisteria is in my hand and I want it. And I got it. I'm going to use that with the Rhapsody Rose. Plenty of paint, I shouldn't have a problem. I've got some bobbing for apples. That's not coming out. Paint chip. And I can't remember if I shook it or not, but I've got blue velvet. I'm inclined to add something like Cerulean C to. I want some yellow. Pretty sure it's going to be this yellow-orange. Maybe with some orange as well. Haven't quite figured out this method yet, that's why I keep trying it. There's some orange crush. I think Dancing Fuchsia has to come and play. Good, it's still open. Whoa. Oops. I want things more random than they look right now. I've got Miami Magenta. I've got Frozen Amethyst. And what am I seeing here? Blue Flame. Perfect. I definitely need enough paint to go everywhere. So far, there's Frozen Amethyst. I want something dark. I'm going to have to grab something like Perfect Indigo. Because Or maybe Midnight Shadow. And what? Everything. Blue Flame. Yes, no, maybe a little. Oh, I just remembered. I've got something that I think is Snapdragon. There it is. Snapdragon will help. And then the Perfect Indigo. I still don't think I have enough paint yet. But I've got white background, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have white background and use some Oriental Blue. And then still back to, this is Indigo Violet, which is fine. Alright, it's time to try and swipe, and if I don't like what I'm getting, I'll do something else. I've got Tangerine, which is sour lemon or gone bananas or any number of, any yellow you want. And then add some orange to it. This is looking like it needs something right here. I've got Tickled Pink, and I like Tickled Pink. Okay, that's a lot of colors. Now we're going to use, I wanted to make sure I used some white cell activator. Oh, I got a lid or something onto there. And I need a spatula right here. Let's use the spatula to spread some of the black. I didn't do my end pieces because I figured I could work on that after. I'm kind of being haphazard, I know, but that's part of the plan. Or at least that's my excuse so far. And I might put some more white metallic in. I might. I really might. Depends on how the beginning swiping goes. It looks kind of cool right now. I know I've said that before. Let's just move whatever's in the whatever's in the vicinity. I'll move it into position. Fill in the gaps. Because I can. No idea what I'm doing. But I'm doing it. And it looks kind of interesting. Alright, now it's time to do something with a spatula or a tool in general. I'm going to wipe that one off. Actually, I'm going to put it in the bucket. And I want to try a combination of Dancing Fuchsia and white. That's interesting. I'm going to scrape off my colors. Not worry about that. I want to try the turquoise copiously. I might wind up using skewers or any number of other tools. Or just pulling paint with my spatula. Depends on how things are working, I guess. They're kind of interesting so far. I like this. I want some more yellow right here. Now, is that going to be Dancing Fuchsia? What is that going to be? Could be orange. I'm really feeling the turquoise. And maybe the black. The black is Atelier, I believe. I need to get rid of more color, and I want more color right here. I'm still contemplating adding a acetate tool, possibly. I think it'd be cool to have some color that I have left over down on this corner. Okay, I'm going to keep using the spatula in odd ways. Go back to the white, which I actually really like a lot. Tempting to use the orange. I think I will. Didn't use yellow and I could have. I have a new yellow color. It's a riotous thing, and I think I'm going to grab one of my silicone brushes. And look for places to put paint off my spatula in new and unique ways. Not sure it needs as much as I thought. I'm really tempted to just use my silicone brush. Maybe I will just put that in the bucket. And maybe I'll try the turquoise is coming. Nope, it's going to be the white. And I'm glad I used the small brush, because if I don't like it, I'll use something else. I got a lot of paint on there. A lot more than I anticipated. I take it and use it too. Just put it right back into the artwork. Question is, do I want some spirals? I might. I haven't yet to look at this. I kind of want some black right in here. I don't know why. Just being called to it. And it should sell. And I'm almost done. Hope it dries without too many cracks. It looks pretty heavy. But it was an awful lot of fun to do. I see a little gap in there. Otherwise, I don't think that worked too badly. Let me look for a... Let me use the skewer that's handy. That's not going to be much of a spiral. No, I absolutely love that. And I love this little exploding dancing fuchsia down here. That's going to look way too much like a little eyeball. Where's the straw? I prefer it to look like nothing than something staring at us. Okay, so now it's time to torch. I've got no time left, and I will... Well, it didn't turn out to be a keyhole swipe. And it does kind of blend in with the background, so... So I've got a homemade scoop that I scored, cut and scored and folded, and part of some packaging that I just trimmed the ends off of, which I might use, and a shovel, which is a little bit wider. And I'm going to use some black because I don't think I have anything to lose. I'm going to put it in my dish. Hopefully you can see that over here. I may have to lift that up. I'm going to start with a little scoop. Trying to remember that I need to wipe the bottom off. And just go in areas that are not my favorite. Probably overlap into some that are. Leave a whole bunch of black lines and hope my inclination is correct, because I don't know. I haven't done this before. I'm really hoping I get to keep a bunch of the stuff I like. Come on, release. Probably going to need some more paint. Maybe I could try and put it right into my delivery tool. Which doesn't seem to release the paint as well as the shovel does. Probably because it's got paint on it, dried on it. So I'm going to try my silicone rubber brush. I am going to drop this tool in the bucket. And I kind of like that. I don't hate it. I want to try the rubber brush. I really do. I could certainly, if I wanted to, use a toothy tool, but I'm not there yet. I really wanted to try not to use the shovel, to tell you the truth. And I might use a spatula to spread some paint around. I suppose I could also just add paint directly to the canvas. See what happens when I use an odd tool. Kind of keep thinking I want to put some gold on, but I'm not sure why. I think it'll dendrite. I actually like this better than I liked it before. I wasn't sure I would. I really wasn't. It's a bizarre concept to me. And there's definitely room for experimentation. The colors that are left are great. And here's my little nail art tool. Still inclined toward the gold. I still might like to use a toothy tool. Or the ones with the smaller teeth. If nothing else, the tool will spread out the heavier paint so it'll dry without cracking. Alright, if I'm going to do gold, I'm going to do it now. I think it's time to wipe off my brush and use it. I could drag a toothy tool all the way through it and just wash it off if I hate it. Start over. Actually, hi, this is Priscilla. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you'd like to be super helpful, please join the membership. My art is for sale. I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I have 2 books on paint pouring. They're found in the Amazon link, and the Amazon link is found on the link tree in the description underneath the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.